Welcome to this holy instant now. An instant to stop and remember. Remember who and what you truly are, beyond the matrix of fear, lack, and limitation. All that seems to limit you in this world is only an illusion that demands your continued belief and attention in order to have any power over you. Now is your opportunity to let go of whatever stands in the way of your complete awareness of your true and original self. And now, sit back with your spine upright. Get comfortable and take a deep, slow breath. And as you exhale, release both past and future. Release both memory and imagination, and become fully present in the now. And let's begin. Today, we practice with this idea to facilitate our spiritual evolution and awakening. I bless the world because I bless myself. In this meditation journey, we enter into the conscious awareness that giving is the proof of having. Experience the transformative power of giving and blessing to discover the profound truth that when you give, you affirm, increase, and extend what you already possess. While the world's teachings appear to prove that giving results in loss or sacrifice, true perception reveals how giving only increases your abundance. Through joyful giving, you gain and reinforce the thoughts that grow in strength. This undoes the belief in sacrifice, loss, and lack as you stand before the altar of oneness, realizing that all that you give is given to yourself. You cannot give what you do not have. That is why you must first bless yourself in the awareness of the truth of your innocence and your divine nature, your power of forgiveness, and the unwavering love of God that surrounds you in countless forms. Looking upon the purity of heaven within yourself, you extend this grace to all and become a home for innocence itself. Take a deep, slow breath here, and as you let it go, connect with the sense of purpose and intent that will guide the rest of your practice period. The purpose of today's practice is to bless yourself by looking upon the purity and innocence within you, and then to bless the world with that same awareness of truth. With this, you awaken to the profound understanding that giving and blessing are inherent expressions of abundance. By recognizing that the true state of having, the true state of abundance, lies in the act of giving, you transcend the world's perception that giving leads to loss and lack. By giving gladly, without attachment to form, you expand your own blessings, while at the same time sharing your blessings with the world. The outcome of mastering this lesson is the dispelling of the illusion of sacrifice, suffering, and the fear of God, replacing them with the radiant recognition of the incorruptible innocence and worthiness within yourself. As you bless the world, you realize your oneness with your divine essence, one with all beings, and fully available as an open channel for God's grace. Ultimately, the outcome of mastering this lesson is the extension of love, holiness, and the recognition of innocence in everything you behold. So take a deep, slow breath now, and as you exhale slowly, release your attention from the past and the future. Sink deeply into presence now, and open your mind to a different perception and an insight into your true self. No one can give unless he has. In fact, giving is the proof of having. It is important to recognize the relationship between giving and having, understanding that giving is the proof of having, and that you must possess what you intend to give. If it appears that something is lacking in your experience, it is lacking only to the extent that you are not willing to bring forth that quality through you. You seek for it to come from outside of you and thus fulfill you from the outside. But this is impossible. In your creation, you have been given everything. And the way to experience any aspect of the infinite scope of your divine qualities is to bring them forth in the act of giving. When you give something that is a physical form, that form appears to depart from you, and yet the thought behind that form is strengthened. Perhaps the form in which the thought seems to appear is changed in giving, yet it must return to him who gives. Nor can the form it takes be less acceptable than what he gave originally. It must be more. And the reason that it must be more acceptable to you is because the consciousness and the thought behind what you gave has grown as a result of you giving it, and thus it becomes a more fulfilled expression of what you would receive. So realize that all things are representations of thoughts, and that when you give ideas away, you strengthen them in your own mind. Likewise, even when you give things away, you strengthen the idea behind them, and that idea will grow and expand in your experience. And while the form may change, the essence of the thought behind the form remains. In this awareness, we undo the idea of sacrifice. It is the thought of sacrifice that gives rise to all the forms of suffering that appear to take place in your experience. And sacrifice is an idea so mad, so unlike the mind of God, that sanity dismisses it at once. Never forget that you give but to yourself. And one who understands what giving truly means must laugh at the idea of sacrifice. Giving from your left hand to your right, or your right to your left, entails no loss. Likewise, in the perspective of true perception, giving and receiving to and from any aspect of creation entails no loss either. Never believe that you can sacrifice. There is no place for sacrifice in anything that has value. In the interconnectedness of giving and receiving, realize that giving and receiving are not separate actions, but rather two aspects of the same exchange. Whenever you give, both you and the receiver gain from this exchange. Seeing this clearly will allow you to gently let go of the belief in sacrifice and suffering. So take another deep, slow breath here. And as you let it go, open your awareness to the innocence inherent within your very own being, with no concern but just this instant. Begin the time of silence in which you receive the voice of God within you with these words: I bless the world because I bless myself. And to bless yourself, you must simply accept salvation for yourself, which entails only the acknowledgement and recognition of the holiness and innocence with which you are created and which remains in you now. So allow yourself to connect with that part that has never left its original state, your true self, at one with God and with all creation, limitless in power and in peace. Fearlessly look upon the holiness within yourself. There is no cruelty in God and therefore none in you. There is no sin in God and therefore none in you. There is no flaw, no lack, no error, no defect, no shame, and no guilt in the mind of the infinite Creator. and therefore none in you. Open your awareness, and the blessedness you will behold will take away all thought of form and leave instead the perfect gift forever there, forever to increase, forever yours, forever given away. And in the awareness of innocence, stand united in oneness with all beings. This innocence that you are becoming aware of within yourself is the inherent quality within each and every one. By seeing the same innocence in all, you extend the blessing you receive from your awareness of the kingdom of heaven within to all the world. As you lift your eyes from your own holiness, your own intrinsic innocence, seek to see the grace of God shining in everyone. Withholding this holy sight from nothing you behold, offering your blessings to everything you see, knowing that these blessings will return to you in the form that will best fulfill your joy. And now, as you approach the completion of this practice period, take one more deep, slow, and full breath in, breathing all the energy and frequency of your practice, drawing your breath all the way to the top, and for a moment hold it as you behold the intention to integrate the fruits and insights of your practice into your awareness and thought system now. And as you exhale slowly, relax and release and allow the integration to take place. And remember to bring this feeling and this awareness with you into the rest of your day. I bless the world because I bless myself. And now are we blessed. And now we bless the world. What we have looked upon, we would extend, for we would see the same innocence and holiness everywhere. And as we close this practice period, take a moment to feel gratitude. Give thanks for yourself to showing up and saying yes to your awakening, the healing of your mind, and the revelation of the truth in your life. And for a moment, contemplate how this day will be lived differently now that you are aware and in remembrance of your oneness with the infinite Creator. If you feel inspired, share in the comments about your revelation and the decision of how you will live this day in the awareness of the truth. May you be at peace and know your true self.